everyone. Welcome back to another episode of The Square Room. My name is Jonel.
Deswayne.
And we got some splaining to do.
Some mansplaining. No, that's not a good thing. Mansplaining is never a good thing.
Well, actually, yeah. Let this man splain.
See, that's why I said it, right?
Well, hold on. Before you say that, I have to give a little spiel. You know?
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
This podcast, it's almost 4 years. It's coming up.
Yeah.
Our 4-year anniversary. It's been a minute. And in 4 years, you guys know, we've had some late episodes. We've had some technical difficulties, but we have never missed an episode until last week. Des?
So in short form, I apologize to Joe. I apologize to you guys. It is my fault. And if I continue talking, I would be mansplaining. So I apologize, and it will not happen again. This is my promise to you guys and Joe that it will not happen again. On the ball, in the middle of the ball.
Yeah, last week there was issues with scheduling and communication, but overall we are both at fault. We want to, when we say see you next Tuesday, we actually want to see you next Tuesday. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. We don't want you guys being like, when's the episode coming out? And by the way, if you have messaged me or Des or the podcast, which is both of us, about it, don't feel bad. Hold us accountable. We want that. Don't ever feel bad for being like, where's the episode? Yeah. So yes, we both apologize. But was it 2 years ago now? Something, a year, two and a half? I don't know. We made a promise that if we ever miss an episode, not late, because we would have broken that a long time ago. But we said that
it might have been longer than 2 years.
It's been a while because we've been consistent for a long time.
3 years.
Yeah. We said that if we ever miss an episode, there would be some sort of consequence. I can't remember what it is. I think it was that hot chip challenge, but that sends people to the hospital. Yeah. So we're not doing that.
No.
But it was something hot,
because I don't like spicy.
No. And I can deal with normal spice, but not crazy people spice, you know? No, you know what I mean? I like a little kick.
I can't even deal with ice spice, so.
No, but I do like spice, the dance hall artist.
Oh, okay. I like what you did.
And I like spice the
girls.
Yes. And I also like spice the paprika.
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 Every time I hear that, I think of Blue's Clues, but whatever.
Oh, the baby.
The baby. They have more little babies.
They have more?
I just don't remember their names, but I was watching it the other day.
Did they name one Cumin?
No.
Because that's a slippery slope. That's so weird. That's when you're like, no, Joe.
No, Joe.
But don't you have something?
So I went and I was trying to find something spicy, but not my spicy, because that's potato chips to me. So I went into
legit spicy.
A Chinese grocery store.
Okay,
I just want to make sure I can say that before it has a specific name, and I didn't use the name. But anyways.
No, you can say Chinese grocery store.
Okay,
you just can't call it that if it was actually a Japanese grocery store.
Oh, okay. No. It was a Chinese grocery store. And I went to the guy, and I'm like, okay, I need something spicy. I can't read none of this shit. And he was just like, okay. So I have shrooms. Spicy shrooms.
We doing shrooms?
We're doing shrooms.
Damn.
It's legal though, so it's okay. I have not tried these. I don't know what they taste like. I'm a little bit scared, to be honest, because I really don't like spice, and I also barely like mushrooms.
I don't like mushrooms either. I mean, I can deal with them now because I'm trying to be an adult. But
yeah, I'm scared.
Not only will we sample these right now as our punishment, we thought it would be nice, now that we have video episodes, to spice things up a little bit and add a little je ne sais quoi to the episode. What?
Nothing.
I don't know. What would you call it?
No, I don't even know what that means.
Je ne sais quoi. It's like a certain something. Like you don't have a name for it. It's like a certain something.
Okay.
Like je ne sais quoi. I don't know.
A lot of hoopla.
Sure. So.
Da, 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 da.
We decided to get a wheel. As you can see, it's empty. So we want your help to fill it with fun things, punishments, interesting topics, like, just like random things that like every now and then we'll spin the wheel. What are we going to do today?
Yeah, whatever it lands on, that's what we do.
Will we have to eat something spicy?
Will we have to tell a story that's very embarrassing that we've never told before?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like that sort of thing. Like literally anything. And we're open to suggestions.
Yes, we are.
If you have any suggestions, you can go to thisqueerroom.com/ask. I know it's like our submit a question thing, but you can just, in the subject line, just write wheel or wheel suggestions or anything like that so that we know what you're talking about. But let us know. We want to hear from you. We want to start implementing this, but I think the introductory is our punishment because we fucked up.
Also, since we're clearing things up, I believe it was anonymous. I don't know why I want to say Amy, but whatever.
I think they can see a little bit. A little teaser.
I know, yeah, but
do you think anyone noticed yet?
Of course, they definitely did. So last year, somebody wrote
like
in,
a million years ago,
and there's a show on Netflix called Brand New Cherry Flavor. And there was a clip of it.
I forgot how this started.
There was a clip of it.
No, that was a long time ago. That's bad, Des.
There was a
Des
clip.
has just been dropping the ball consistently. Des, what have you done consistently
I'm not
except for
used
masturbate?
to holding balls. Actually, I don't even do that consistently anymore.
You're not used to holding balls? Your own?
I don't like her. Yeah, so I was supposed to watch, not supposed to. We got a clip called The Brand New Cherry Flavor. It was a very disturbing clip. But I'm like, you know what? I want to know what the show's about. And I promised that I would watch the whole
You took it upon yourself.
Yeah.
And declared.
That I will.
And give a rundown
of
feedback.
Everything on why it was like this. And I made it to episode 2 and I couldn't do it anymore. And my punishment was to dye my hair a purple kind of color. What color would you call that, Joe? The one that you did? Lavender. A lavender color. In order to dye my hair, I have to bleach my hair. So I finally bleached my hair.
Like 10 months later.
I kind of...
drum roll.
I know, right?
Woo! You look like... who is that guy?
Like
Cisco?
Someone's grandma? I look like somebody's grandmother. I swear to you, I promise you. That's the first thing I told my hairdresser when I got
Oh, no, you know what this reminds me of?
I don't like it, so I don't want to know. That face told me everything I need to know.
You know when white people have dreads?
Oh, my Jesus Christ. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
Black people have blonde dreads, but just seeing you right now reminds me of when a white person gets dreads, but they're not nice. Because
like
they can have nice dreads. No. Like, I'm going to, like, skateboard down a graffiti alley dreads.
Well, good thing it's not staying like this for too long. But, yeah, so there you go. I'm starting the process of what I was supposed to do 10 months ago.
Yeah, we'll dye his hair soon. I still have the dye. I should have discarded it. I mean, does that stuff expire?
Eventually.
So, maybe.
Nah, it should be good still.
I do have pink, too.
I was told to tell you when you do it twice.
Oh, so the color takes?
Yeah, because the base of my hair is darker and the ends are lighter.
I think because she picked a picture based off of my Instagram, which I thought was so cute, like turn Des into me. Oh, okay. I thought the base was lighter, but it's not.
No.
So that's okay.
Yeah, I showed her the picture and everything.
You're like, this is my inspo. She's like, what?
Yeah.
Okay, so we will do that soon. No guarantees if it'll be next week. I think we're gonna try, but like
we'll see.
We learned to not make guarantees.
Yep. Yes. Yes.
So
we did.
Yeah, but Des, you finally did it. Look at you. You're stepping up. You're taking accountability overall.
I am. Yeah.
Little by little, day by day.
There's steps that matter.
All right. So before we get into the actual episode, we will do
I don't want to
this.
open it all the way.
Also, in our grand apology tour, we've been apologizing for 10 minutes now, by the way. I think we should announce the extra special something that we're doing that I think they would really like. Oh, it's like individually wrapped.
Can we just share one?
Can I see how much is in there?
A lot.
Sorry, it just feels gross. You guys hear that?
Jesus.
No, we can't. If it's a punishment, we can't.
We can't share one? Joe, look at that. That's a lot.
Des?
And you know what's going to happen? She's going to take a bite and wish we shared one.
No, I don't want to. I would like to. I would like to not have it, actually. But I think if we're going to do it, you know, this sharing it would be... Don't do that. Oh, actually, I want the smaller one. No, I think if we're sharing it, it has to be... It does... It's like a, sorry you feel that way, you know? But like if we do our own, it's like, I am genuinely sorry. There's a difference. If we're going to apologize, we got to show them.
Do it with your chest.
Is there any paper towel over there? I feel like this might be messy. Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Did you want half?
No.
You might need it. You're more messy than me.
No, I'll just run to the bathroom.
And knock every camera out. I was going to say, we also have been working on something special. Another promise Des made like a year ago. You need to stop talking, bro. He made a promise, and over the months we got questions about it, and then y'all just stopped asking. Like the last couple months since we've done it, nobody's actually asked because they gave up. Because that's same with the girl who told you to dye your hair.
She brought it up one time and she was like, I noticed.
I think she brought it up twice. She was like, hello. Just like they're like, where's the episodes? Where's it? Like,
oh my God.
What, you smell it?
Yeah, I opened it. I don't like that. So what Joe is referring to is...
Oh, no. No, I wasn't ready.
Why do you think I covered mine like this? I don't even want to smell it.
It smells like it's rotting. Is there expiry date? Oh, everything is in another language. There's not one thing of English on here.
What Joe's referring to is I mentioned something about us potentially having a very fun, very competitive game night. Games night.
Plural,
yes.
games, yeah.
So that is what she's referring to. So I mean, maybe
Des suggested the games night. We did a poll.
Something.
You guys said you wanted it.
Mm-hmm.
So we've had a little something in the works. So if you guys forgive us, we will give you the games night. If y'all don't forgive us, then fuck y'all.
We said sorry. Like, what more do you want?
What more do you... Oh my God. Oh, I got another whiff. What more do you want from me? Jesus.
So I'm ready when you're ready, Joe.
I'm not ready.
We get our own, right?
You want to share? No, I do believe
Joe, this is a lot.
You got to go all in.
Joe, this is a lot.
I'm an all or nothing
We
type
don't even
of girl.
have water or anything.
We didn't think this through.
I did.
Why didn't we think it through?
I did. I just didn't want to mention it.
Is that like the whole mushroom? Can you hold it up maybe so your camera can see?
Oh, I don't...
There's a bit of a glare. Yeah, let me see if mine can. It's like... Ooh, I don't touch it with my hands. Ooh, why is my piece so big? Can I do what the
Can we nibble?
what the influencers do? So you can see it.
Can we nibble?
I don't think that's gonna help.
I don't feel like this is safe.
Okay. Sorry, y'all.
I have a weak stomach. We know that now.
Sorry if I'm chewing it. Spice is kicking in.
This is gross.
Sorry guys, I'm talking with my mouth full, but
this is like...
Oh God.
Joe, how are you eating this?
I want water so bad.
This is like eating the soles of somebody's shoe. Joe, please don't eat that in front of me.
That is...
Mm-hmm.
I haven't swallowed any yet.
I've been chewing it aside.
It's so chewy.
It's so gross.
Oh God. Y'all might actually see me throw up. Can I spit it out? I can't swallow it.
I'm okay with that. I don't know why you put such a big piece in your mouth. Didn't you hear me say nibble?
Look at that, Des.
I don't want to look. I don't want to
Desi, look.
No.
It looks like pulled pork that you would put on like a taco.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
When I chewed it up. No, King. My dog is like, what's that? No, boo-boo, you don't want this.
Well.
No, we didn't do that. Do we have anything else? I will say, though, it's when it says spicy, that's not like... The spice kicked in a little bit, but like it's
no,
not...
I think it's because we didn't swallow it.
No, but like if it's really spicy, once it hits your tongue, that should do it. Can you move that abomination off of the table?
Yeah. This is not spicy. This is just like rock candy, though.
No, not that. There's nothing else. I thought we had the Bean Boozled thing. No.
Yeah, but that's not spicy.
Yeah, it is.
What Bean Boozled?
No, there isn't. Is there nothing over there?
No.
We didn't get it.
This. Whoops.
Make sure my dog doesn't get into that, please.
Yeah.
Kingsley.
This that you can't have.
Oh, a little spice in the back of my throat. Yes. So you guys know, like the Bean Boozled beans that like taste like you could get like popcorn or like a dirty sock or vomit, or they have one that's specifically spicy. Can you use your talons to open it?
I don't like that.
It says warning, extremely hot. This was just extremely nasty. Yeah. Sorry if you guys like this treat. I don't want to like shit on your stuff. I do. But like,
because it tastes like
it still feels like I'm chewing it. It was just chewy.
It's just sitting in my mouth.
I thought I was like, just like power it down.
That's what I'm like, Joe, how are you?
But I couldn't, it wouldn't. If I tried to swallow, every time I tried to swallow, my body was like, nope.
Oh, Jesus.
Nope.
So do we just grab one? This is a spinner?
No, so yeah, there's a spinner. The flavors are habanero.
Yes, it is.
Carolina Reaper.
Uh-huh.
Jalapeno.
Sriracha.
And cayenne.
Cayenne pepper.
And by jalapeno, I mean jalapeno, if you guys didn't get it. So each of us have to flick it. Wherever it lands, we have to pick the bean that looks like that. Gotcha. That's how it works. We will each do two.
Okay.
I would say one, but because we messed up the first time.
Yeah,
guys, we are really trying. We're trying.
That was nasty shit.
Because I feel like the second I spit it out, they were all like, spitters or quitters, you know?
The second you spat it out, I was like, oh my God. Thank God.
Well, you didn't even put more in your mouth. That's
yeah, because I'm like, why would you do that before you even swallow?
Okay, I'm going to go first. I wanna hold it up to show you guys, but I feel like that'll determine where the... Oh, no. Okay, I can hold it up. I just thought it would like make the thing always point down. Okay.
It's your fingers.
I know, my fat fingers. Okay. There's just glare. I want to make sure they can see.
Yellow.
Carolina Reaper. No. Oh, damn. The Carolina Reaper is this one, I think.
It's
right.
Yeah, it looks like. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You go, and we'll eat it.
Do you want to do your two now?
No, we'll do one and then eat it, and then another one. Yeah, I held the corners in.
Ooh.
Cayenne, I think.
Yeah.
I think that's that dark one right there.
Yeah.
Mine is worse. Carolina Reaper.
It is.
Ah, fuck.
Cheersies. Yeah. This.
Oh.
Joe.
Holy sh.
Whoa. I'm sorry for what you have. Oh. Your spit.
Wow.
Big wolf on campus.
It stuck to my tooth. I won't go.
I ain't no bitch. I think cayenne is the easiest one out of all of them.
Ooh, her sriracha's not bad either.
Carolina
Cayenne, I got
I was hoping you'd get Reaper again.
Oh, fuck. Oh, no.
Do you remember which one Cayenne is?
The dark one.
Oh, you answered.
Yeah, I said the dark
I
one.
realized after.
What? You got Cayenne. No, spit again. You can't get say what twice.
Says who?
Please.
Habanero.
Yeah, which one is that?
Habanero. Orange.
Come on, please.
Joe.
Oh, take another one.
No, the doggo. The
Doggy?
doggo.
Where is it?
It should be right there.
I don't see it. Oh, I see it. It's okay. He can't get to
Okay.
it.
Are you sure?
Yeah, my foot's by.
Okay.
Oh, no. It's only the right side of my mouth because I was chewing it on the right side of my mouth. So I put the Cayenne one on the left side of my mouth.
Okay, I understand. I get it. Habanero.
You should have a Carolina Reaper just for fun.
Fuck no.
Oh, God.
Can I
Dog,
have this, please?
don't sniff my fingers.
Jesus, fuck.
Is it hot in here?
No, it's just you.
It's hot. Oh, my God. I'm trying to, like, breathe into the...
I don't know what to do.
What's the other one I just had? Sriracha? Cayenne?
Yeah.
That's nothing.
No.
No. I'm still feeling...
Feeling the Carolina Reaper?
Yeah.
I can understand that.
I'm like salivating.
Whew. Okay.
They're sticking to my teeth. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Wow. Next time we do this, we need water, preferably milk. So the milk I had, I have milk in the fridge, but I came home and it said it expired February 7th. I need to throw it out.
Nice.
Well, I was actually away for a bit.
Hold up. Before you start, I'm going to say something.
It's okay. Yeah, I'm going to pick my teeth.
Okay. I don't want you to think it's crazy. I'll just wipe my tears. So, right before we started this, right? And we're picking which one to have. Not the beans.
The
nasty shrooms.
You saw the Bean Boozled.
No. I saw the shrooms. Now, I'm going to explain what that means as I get it for you.
Those ones aren't the mushrooms?
What does it say? There's some numbers on the back. Lightly.
Oh, they're expired. Des.
Oh my God, my nose. Yeah, so right before we started, and as I was opening the package, I looked and I was like, nah, we should be fine.
I think it would have been bad regardless.
I think it would have been bad regardless. Good. I just wanted to get that off my conscience.
Thank God you gave me the paper towel.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Sorry, keep talking. I need to pick them up.
You would have threw up, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. So now we know Deswayne doesn't get Carolina Reaper. Because I would cry. I mean, I am crying and I didn't. I got the two easiest ones. How do you guys like spice? It just sits on your tongue.
But like, I like spice, but not like spice for no reason.
This is for no reason.
Like spice for like a little flavor. Like I said, like a little kick. I like some chili peppers, like some pepper and spice and what?
I just want to make sure Doggo can't get the beanie.
No, he can't get the beanie because the beanie's like right by this cord.
Okay.
Like it fell by our cords, and then my foot is like, if this is the bean, my foot is here between him and.
You went on a trip?
Yeah, I was saying. Well, I came home and I was like, oh, I have milk. No, I had milk.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still there, but it needs to be disposed of. Yeah. So for the first time ever, I did a solo trip, solo dolo. I went to Egypt. Mm-hmm. I went to a few different places in Egypt. Flew into Cairo. Then I went to well, we did like a day trip to Alexandria, but then we came back to Cairo. I flew to Aswan, and then we did like a trip down the Nile River, like a cruise, and sailed to Luxor.
How was that? I Google mapped it, so.
It's not the cruise that was bad. It was like the cruise ship. Like they weren't like a carnival cruise. Like they were small and kind of. I couldn't breathe in there. Like the air filters in there, legit both nostrils. I was a mouth breather, and you know how I feel about mouth breathers.
Yeah.
So, but like the experience was good. Wasn't a fan of the accommodations, but the experience was good. But yeah, and then from Luxor, went back to Cairo. And then from Cairo, Egypt, I flew to Dubai. Spent like another week in Dubai. It was great.
That's good. Dubai sounds lovely.
Dubai was lovely. It honestly kind of reminds me of Toronto, just like bigger, nicer. Toronto's nice, but like it was, it was weird. I felt kind of like at home in a weird way.
Did you go to any like parties or anything?
I did. Well, okay, let's backtrack because Egypt. You're like, I don't give a fuck about Egypt.
Yeah, you made it clear that. Oh, I burped and the mushroom.
It's just calming down now.
No,
the mushroom.
The mushroom.
You know what? I can still taste the mushroom on my tongue. Oh, God. The beans I kind of put as far back and I chewed them with my like molars.
That's what I did with the mushroom.
No, the mushroom was I stuffed my mouth.
Doesn't look. Why would you do that?
You want to smell my breath?
No, thank you.
I feel like it stinks, like the mushrooms, and then it has like a hint of spice on the out. You're like, not only does it stink, it's spicy and stinks.
It's even worse. That's like being sour and green at the same time. Egypt.
Yes. So I went solo. It was like this group trip. So I met up with like other solo travelers. Some were couples, but like it was mostly like solo people. Met some amazing people. Some who like I legit have plans to hang out with. We plan on like doing like road trips and skydiving, and like I'm seeing 2 of them next weekend.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh, they're
like,
from Toronto.
No.
Oh, sorry. No. Excuse me. Let me shut up.
No, I was the only Canadian.
Okay.
First of all, walking around, people assume that I'm American because I'm with Americans, especially since some of them have very American sounding accents. Yeah. And when I'm like, no, I'm Canadian, all of the like locals, their response is, Canada Dry.
Yes, Canada Dry. Correct.
That's what they were calling me. And if they didn't know I was Canadian, it was brown sugar. But they do that with any black people. Yeah, Jesus. All brown sugar.
Who's doing this?
My sister, the locals. Trying to like Egypt. Sell you stuff. Yeah, in Egypt, yeah. Yes, they're also brown sugar, but...
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
My sister, my cousin, brown sugar. Sometimes they say Beyonce, Shakira. Because those are the only like black people that come to mind.
They don't know nobody.
It got to the point when I'm like, if I hear someone call me brown sugar one more time, I turn Southern. Like,
I can understand. Because in Jamaica, it's browning.
But that's referring to... I just don't like being called food. You know this about me. Yeah. I don't like,
dumpling.
My little sexy chocolate, my dark chocolate caramel drizzle. And I don't... It's weird to me. Like maybe like sweetie pie or like sugar. But like
brown sugar.
No, just regular sugar.
Just the white sugar.
No, like a non-specified sugar.
Oh, okay.
I want to be what do you call it?
A color neutral sugar.
Yeah, no, what do you call it when you can't identify what someone's background is? Guys, you know what I'm talking about. It's like a ethnically
challenged.
No, ethnically, it's not androgynous. That's when it's like a little bit masculine but feminine. Ethnically ambiguous. Like you don't know like what ethnicity they are. Are they black? Are they white? Are they Latino?
So you want to be what?
As far as the sugar goes, I just want to be sugar. I don't want to be white sugar, brown sugar. I just
want to be sugar.
But only if it's a Southern woman calling me that. Like, hey, sugar. You know?
I think...
It's comforting.
I think it would be if you knew they were talking to you. But for example, if you're in a crowd of people and I say brown sugar, ain't no white person should be turning around.
Yes.
But if I say sugar...
No, that's what I mean. Like, it has to be like a one-on-one. Like,
okay.
It's a very like Southern comfort thing,
okay,
you know?
Got it.
That's what I'm like, it has to, like, I don't just... Y'all are listening. Don't just come up onto the street and, like, if you see me and I was like, hey, sugar. Like, I'd be like, 911. But yeah, if I know you. But again, like, if you call me sugar, I would, like, vom. Because, like, you don't talk like that. Like, I need, like, a southern woman. Or even a man, maybe. Like, an older, like, it just feels comforting. It reminds me of, like, parents or, like, grandparents.
Feels comforting for a woman to call you sugar, but if a man does it.
I just said an older, but, like, I want it to feel, like, nurturing, not like a, hey, sugar. Like, it really depends on how you say it.
That's how the southern men say it. What do you want? Hey, sugar.
Okay, so then I want a woman, yeah.
Hey, sugar.
Women, yeah. Women do it better. What?
That's so funny.
But you get it though.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I made friends at camels.
Okay, go ahead.
What?
I don't know.
What?
You made friends? Did they agree to be your friend?
Mm-hmm.
They agreed.
I met a little camel named Jacoby in Egypt. And it's funny, the one I was riding was trying to bite the other camels. Like bite them in the ass. And I'm like, listen.
You don't know what they do at night.
But here's the thing. No. It was not nice. He was being mean.
I was just saying they like it feisty.
I was on him. I don't want anything to break out while I'm on this damn camel. But so while I'm on my camel, there's another camel. And he was like cuddling up to me and coming up. And I was like, oh my God. And like we made friends. His name is Jacoby and I miss him.
To you or to the other camel? Me. Are you sure he wasn't warming up to like, stop. Be nice to everybody.
He was warming up to me, my person, my body.
Oh.
Like, I think I have pictures. I'll keep talking.
Of course you have pictures of Jacoby. What a chance his name has Kobe in it, right? Oh, my God.
I didn't name him.
Fate.
I didn't name him.
He didn't name him either.
Jacoby, where are you?
He didn't choose his name.
Where are you? What the hell?
And you've also been horseback riding, technically.
What do you mean?
Like, you've been horseback riding.
I rode a horse in Egypt, too.
Oh, okay.
And the horse jumped, like, 2 legs. And I was like, whoa.
Pardon?
Easy does it.
Jumped or, like?
Went on its 2 back legs.
Okay.
I don't think horses...
Horses jump. Yes, they do.
Oh, like over... I was like, just like up in the air.
That's what I'm looking at you like, what?
Listen, between the mushrooms,
that's
the
so
beans,
funny.
I like... Guys,
the mushrooms are really fucked up. For real.
The mushrooms... Honestly, which one is worse for you? Well, you didn't get one as hot as me.
I got the 2 easiest beans.
The first one, I still feel it. It's like dying down, but I still feel it. But the thing is, as that's dying down, the mushroom taste is
coming
lingering.
back. Yeah.
So, like, yeah, my breath stinks. It just smells like the mushrooms, which smelled like shit.
Which smelled like absolute shit.
But they weren't as spicy. Like, there was a little kick, but I thought it was going to, like, kick in.
Yeah.
Those beans kicked the mushroom's ass.
Oh, for sure.
When it came
easily,
to the
easily.
Heat. Yeah. But, yeah, we saw lots of pyramids, temples. It was really cool. It was a great experience. But, like...
Do you remember, did you, like, while you were going down the Nile, did you... Because while I was on Google, I'm traveling the Nile myself, and I'm like, I wonder how many dead bodies were in here. You didn't think about that? Oh, sorry for ruining that.
One of my friends from here, I posted a story. By the way, if you want to see my travels in Egypt and Dubai, they're going to be in highlights on my Instagram. So even if you don't see them live, you can go check it out. You can see Jacoby. You can see everything I did. What?
Even if they don't see it live?
Yeah. So like when you post a story, it's up for 24 hours, but you can put it to a highlight and it stays there, like on your page.
Oh, even if you didn't see it live?
I'm saying like I still have stuff that I'm posting. So it's like even if you don't get a chance to see it live, you can go to my highlights on my page at Jonel Wilson on Instagram.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Because live to me is like right now.
Well, I mean live when it's posted. Because a story's only live for 24 hours.
I guess. I didn't know that's the lingo. I just thought live meant on air now. Like when you're posting while you're there, it's live.
No, live on my story.
Got it. That makes more sense. Got it.
That's how I meant it. They know how I meant it.
I didn't know. I'm
just saying it's on my page at Jonel Wilson. Go check it out. No, so when I posted the story with the pyramids, one of my friends was like, "Oh, like that's so cool that like you get to see the pyramids. I wonder how many Jews are buried under there."
Jesus.
And you know who it is too. It's the friend that I was talking about earlier that I said loved your friend and wants to hang out.
Oh.
I was like, you're unhinged. You can't say that. She's like, it's true. And I was like, on vacation. I'm not talking to you.
I don't want to deal with this
I'm
right
like, I'm
now.
not talking to you right now.
Yeah.
And she said it just like that. I wonder how many Jews are under. I was like,
Jesus.
I was like, you cannot love her. But I was like, girl. And she's like, I mean, listen, we're not going there.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, the trip was great. We got to see a lot of like local things, experiences. The one takeaway that I found to be very negative was the way the people are with the begging/selling culture. Now, we were warned, and a lot of countries, including like Jamaica, like actually last night I was downtown and like it was like nighttime, so there weren't many cars, and and that's when the crackheads come out, and they were like trying to like come up to my car like, you have a quarter? And I was like, no, just one
quarter. No.
Yeah, and I was like, get away from my car. Like legit, I saw him running out into the middle of the street, and I locked my doors.
That's what I do immediately.
Yeah, like it was like, so like there's that is everywhere, but like I'm gonna paint a picture. You know how I love to paint a picture. Okay, picture a scene from The Walking Dead.
Never seen it.
Okay, picture any zombie movie, game, whatever.
Gotcha.
You're walking. 1, 2, 5.
Is this before the zombies
10.
notice you?
No, these are the zombies coming.
No.
You.
I mean like the picture that you're painting. So like I'm walking, and it's like when you don't make a noise, so they're kind of doing their own thing, and then you make one noise, and they're all like.
Okay, how about this? Because like our group was traveling because we had like tour guides. So imagine we get off the bus. Immediately the zombies.
Jesus Christ.
At one point,
I can't even breathe.
We went to see this temple at night, and it was dark. And well, I mean, like the temple, they had like lights and whatever, but like it. I'm not even joking. 30, 40 locals trying to sell things. Please, my sister, brown sugar, in your face. We had to like, no, thank you, no, like pushing through.
Paparazzi.
There was a guy there, and I was like, because I noticed like this is a few days in, right? Like a guy in our group, and I was like, I feel like because it was mostly women, so I was like, I feel like they. Like, have they been going as hard at you as they do, like, the women? And he was like, no. He's like, they do, but, like, not as hard.
Yeah.
And I was like, really? And, like, sometimes you got to save yourself. So I'm saying, no, we're walking beside each other. Like, no. And they wouldn't leave me alone. But they're not saying shit to him. So I was like, I don't want any, but he's interested.
Joe.
And I booked it. I did. I left him for dead.
Joe, that's not nice.
I know. This man is basically a stranger to me. Like, we just met on that trip.
Did you guys talk about it after?
We laughed about it after. I laughed. He chuckled. I cackled. It was really funny.
He hates you. He hates you.
I'm never going to see him again.
That's true. I mean, I don't blame you. I would have probably done the same thing, too.
Shout out to you, Jay. My bad.
It did good. It did good. Huh.
But, yeah. But like even like
30 to 40 zombies, Jesus Christ.
Like it may have even been more because like those were just the ones attacking our group.
Yeah.
We're trying to get back to the cruise ship. This is in Aswan, or whatever. Like the cruise, like we stopped at various places floating down the Nile, and we stopped at this temple to see it at night, and like, yeah, it's crazy. Older people, younger people, children.
Yeah.
We're walking, and it was a lot of like black people in this group. So black people, like if you walk up and you're lit, black people can be like, hey.
Of course, yeah.
So this little girl walks up, like she's probably like 6. If she's 7, she's a small 7. She walks
probably
up and
13.
She walks up and she was like, hey, my sisters.
So you dumbasses
not
are like,
me. No. This beautiful woman, Monique, who I am friends with, we met on the trip. She's like, I was like, Monique, no, don't do it. It's a trap. And then once Monique engaged,
it's over. Yeah.
Locked in.
Yeah.
Locked in. And what they also do is when they're far away from you, because in the temples, they can't go like onto the temple grounds because they would have to like pay admission or whatever. And they can't do that on the temple. So they wait for you. They wait and they lurk. Legit, like behind bars. Like the, like if you go to like an outside concert or festival, like they have those like metal fences. Yeah. They have to wait behind them, but they're like yelling things to you. My sister, brown sugar, da-da-da. One time, I locked eyes with one. Big mistake. He threw something, and my reflexes. First of all, I caught it with my left hand.
Oh, look at you go!
It was a bracelet, and I was like, I don't want this. He's like, it's free. It's never free.
It's never free.
Because he was like, you take that one for free, and here's 6 more. Like, legit. I was like, no. I was like, I don't want it. But, like, I caught it. That's like, I should have just, like, let it go. But I caught it because, like, you know, I don't want to, like...
Throw it back!
I threw it back to his ass. I was like, nah.
I don't want!
Sad accent.
I don't know what they sound like in Egypt. I just hear music.
Yo, some of the music was lit.
I can believe
But
that.
it was cool. It was a really, really fun trip, mostly because of the people I met. But, like, it was a really cool experience. I'm glad to see everything. Like, Egypt is a beautiful place. I will say that, like, everywhere I go, fighting people off, it did ruin it for me a little bit.
Of course,
you know?
of course. Yeah.
And the guides were like, don't give them money.
Engage.
Like, and the thing is, like, anytime we did something, like when the group went to the pyramids or riding camels, like, we all gave a tip, and, like, our guide gave the people a tip. So they were getting a tip, but then, like, they would come to each of us and be like, where's my tip? He's like, don't give them a tip. Like, you're already paying a tip. Don't think. And, like, so it got some people. Some people were like, oh my God, they're so aggressive with it. Yeah. The guy's helping me off the camel, and he did it with every single one of us. And I was one of the last ones. So I'm just like, why are you going to every single person? Everyone's like, no, the guy has your tip. Like, and then he goes to the next one. Where's the tip? Like, you know, I work hard. And I'm like, sir, you work hard to, like, scam people. Like, you're getting your tip.
Yep.
I don't know. It takes you out of it.
Exactly, and that's why I don't like going places.
Yeah, which is why I liked Dubai, because, like, when I had, like, drivers and stuff, or, like, even the guys helping me at the airport, of course they want a tip, but, like, the tipping culture is very different. It's like, if you don't want to, you don't have to.
Yeah.
And, like, there's no pressure. There's still the service is amazing. Dubai, you walk out of any hotel, there's taxis lined up. Like, I did this dinner in the sky, and I walked out of there.
I'm sorry. Try that again.
I did this dinner in the sky.
Yeah, but when you say that, you got to explain what that means. Because as far as I'm concerned.
We start on the land.
Okay.
And then the table rises
Oh,
into the air.
shit.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
a platform table.
Check out my story on Instagram if you want to see. No, it maybe seats like 20 people. I was there with some people from New York, some people from Buffalo. We were all, like, you know, having a good time, kikiing, and the table went up in the air, and, like, we ate, and then they spin. We see the view of the city, and it's nighttime. I did mine at night. I think you can do lunch and stuff too.
I'd freak the fuck out.
Oh, you would, yeah.
Freak the fuck out.
Yeah, but it was great, and the food was good, and it was nice. But, like, leaving that venue, I had to go meet up with someone because we were gonna go to this, like, very popular, like, bar lounge thing. So I walk out, and the guy, and, like, there's guys standing out there again, not pushy, but they're like, do you need a taxi? And I was like, yes. And he opens the door. I didn't stop once. I was just walking. He's over here, and he's like, do you need a taxi? I'm like, yep. Opens the door. I get in, and then we just go. He started driving before I even told him where I was going. It was amazing.
That's good.
Like, I love it. I love it. I love it. Yeah. No, it was very different. Like, Dubai for me is, like, a very, like, bougie experience.
That's what I've been told. Yeah.
And no, just, like, the experience I had. Like, I showed you, like, the room I got. Like, I could have got, like, a basic hotel room, but, like,
yeah. I'm already here.
Des, I flew home. It was a 14-hour flight. So I was like, I'm gonna fly
First class. Yep.
Emirates first class.
I don't know what that means, but yep.
You know, when you have, like, your own pod and you can lie down.
Yeah.
Your own, like the size of that TV was a TV in my pod.
Oh, shit.
I could press a button and a mini bar came up.
Oh, okay.
Before I even got settled, he brought me Dom Perignon.
That's
He was like,
you.
he was like, oh, Cristiano, I love you. He was my, like, guy. My guy. Cristiano. And he was amazing. He was like, you want a little champagne? I'm like, Cristiano, you know I want champagne. They brought me, so we got, like, this, like, luxury like bag of, like, toiletries. They gave us
on the plane.
Yeah, they gave us pajamas and slippers to change into. He, like, made my bed because it was like a recliner chair, but then
it turned into the bed.
But, like, a mattress, a pillow, everything. The bathroom had a shower. I showered in the air, bitch.
You should have joined the Mile High Club
By myself. I thought about it though. I'm like, yo, this is the bathroom. This is the bathroom to join the Mile High Club in, or the lay down pods. What? So the only thing is they're open at the top so they can see you.
First class.
First class Emirates.
Because I would fly first class to join that Mile High Club.
I was like, it's a shame that I was single, cause no, but, like, legit, it was so nice. And then, so, you know, like, on a plane, they have, like, meal times, you know, especially if it's a long flight, you'll have several meals. No, dining on demand. Anytime I wanted food, whenever, as much as I wanted. So I was like,
you didn't order just to order?
Well, I was also sleeping.
I
know. I was like, I don't want to sleep, but I was so tired. But like, I just wanted to experience it all. Yeah, like there. Again, you guys can see. I show the plane and like my little pod on my Instagram. It is legit, guys. Like it was.
It was.
It was everything. The experience was so good, and like the shower pressure. The shower on the Emirates plane, an airplane bathroom, was nicer than my bathroom on the Nile cruise.
No way. I can't say
and
no
the
way.
shower was bigger.
That's fucked up. That's fucked up.
Like that shower, like it was like you can't even lift your arms to like wash your armpits that well because you'll touch the sides. Yeah. Whereas in the plane, I'm like, woo! And the water pressure, sometimes you gotta like turn on the water and like give it a second to get hot.
Yeah.
No.
That's crazy.
So I was like, oh shit. So I'm like, okay, I'll take another champagne. It was like a champagne. They brought me this cocktail, a champagne cocktail with Hennessy and champagne, which I don't even like Hennessy. And I didn't love it, but like I drank it.
It wasn't that bad.
Yeah, but I'm not a Hennessy girl, but I still drink it. I had a few cocktails. I had like, I've never had caviar. I'm like,
why not? When in Rome.
So I was like, that's the thing. Like, I was like, this is my time to treat myself.
Yeah.
I never travel alone. I travel with like, if I do travel alone, it's like for work, or I'm like going to visit family, or I'm like with friends, or, I'm like with my mom. Like it's always a shared experience, which is nice, but it just felt so good to treat myself because I never do that. Like just treat myself. Like if I'm doing something extravagant, I want to share it with my friends and my people, but it just felt nice. Like it was just, and I was like, it like motivated me to work even harder because I'm like, I want to keep having these experiences.
See, that's crazy.
What?
That's reason why I don't like vacations. Because then it's like you're working to have another break.
But I would vacation regardless.
Yeah.
But like, no. But like, I'm not even trying to just like work to have a break. I'm trying to bring my work
with you
to Dubai. Because if you can expense trips, it's work, it's play, it's,
that's true.
You got to think smarter.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But yeah, so I'm like, okay, let me get the caviar. And then I was like, let me do the linguine. But like, I was like a small portion. Like, I'm not that hungry. He did that. I didn't even get any mains. They had like full blown main courses. But like, I was so, like, I couldn't only eat so much. But like I had full breakfast. I did sliders. I watched movies. I slept. I had full, like better Wi-Fi than I had probably anywhere else. Like I said, like I was trying to upload the episode from Egypt. I could have uploaded it in a click on the plane. It was so good. My friends were like, where are you? I'm like, I don't know. In the air somewhere.
Over
the ocean?
I guess.
I really don't know.
Yeah.
Because usually like you message people and then you're gone for hours because you're on the plane. No. My service was
top of the notch.
Yeah.
Well, 14 hours. That's a long fucking time. So
they also sent a car to pick me up from my hotel. And when I got to Toronto, the airline dropped me off at home.
Thank you.
I was like, I can get used to this.
Thank you.
And I did it by myself for myself.
Yeah.
Because I know people are going to be like, you didn't do all that.
Yeah, exactly.
Bitch, listen, I ain't got no man and I got no sugar daddy.
Shit it.
I wish someone else paid more for me. Like, I'm not gonna say no to that, but like there is definitely something rewarding in like doing it for yourself.
For sure.
And I'm like, honestly, like in my next relationship, I definitely want to travel with the person I'm dating. I'm like, I want to do some solo trips, treat yourself. Because 2 first class tickets, that's too much money.
I'm gonna tell you something.
Okay.
And I didn't tell anybody.
Okay.
I am gonna do the same thing.
Travel solo?
Yep.
Nice.
I'm going somewhere. I will tell you after the cameras.
Okay.
But I'm going somewhere for a week. Just me.
Nice.
Yep.
Honestly, first of all, that's huge.
Yep. Everyone's pissing me off. So
the thing is, though, I think you need it. Like before I left, I was stressed. Packed like the night before, kind of like not as chaotic
as Turks,
but like I left with like the dog walker didn't show up, like the dog sitter.
God.
I was leaving in like chaos and stress.
Yeah.
And then it was just like it was so nice to just like go and like meet people, like genuine friendships.
And just
like we're planning trips to Arizona, wineries in Niagara. That's what the girls the two who live in Detroit, they're driving down next weekend. We're going to a winery.
That's nice.
Yeah, and like they're gonna meet some of my friends. Like they're gonna come here, and like we're gonna get together. We're gonna do a thing in Arizona and do a road trip to San Diego. Like it's like legitimately like it was amazing to like meet people, and then on top of that, like just to experience like the pyramids and the seven wonders, and then to just go to Dubai and like kind of just like party and have a good time. Like my first night,
only you can ruin your own trip at that point,
right? Yeah, and like the first. No, it's true. Like you can't like be mad at anyone else or whatever. My first night in Dubai, I did a pub crawl, and one of the like like with other people
what is
who
a
were
pub
like
crawl?
Like you go to this bar, have
a
bar
couple
drinks,
hopping.
then
okay.
But
okay, pub crawl.
You never heard that before?
All I'm seeing is like to the next pub.
I got into Dubai. I think my flight landed at like 5:30, but then you wait for your luggage, you get to the hotel, check in. I think I checked into my hotel room at like 7:20, and by 8 I had to be on the rooftop bar to meet the people for the pub crawl. And like that was fine. Me, I was like, a little shy at first, but like as the night went on, it was amazing. And first of all, someone's uncle tried to take me to the desert. This guy, he's been living there. This like in his like 40s Indian man. He was born in India. It's not like I'm not being you like to give me looks. I would have. And the whole night, like he was talking to me and whatever. And like I think even that's when you messaged me, how is everything going? Like I'm messaging people because like I just landed, so I'm letting everyone know I'm okay. And he's like, get off your phone, like enjoy. I'm like, sir, I don't know you like that.
Don't tell me what to do.
I'm like, yeah, I'm into it. Like let me just message my people. And then, like, part of the pub crawl, they give us a shot at every place we go. And then we can also get, like, drinks and stuff. And, like, he's drinking beer, but he's like, oh, like... And he's not being sketchy. Like, they bring out the shots on a tray. But he's like, I'm not going to have mine. Have mine. And I was like, no, I have my own. Like, you have yours. He was like, no. Like... He's like, I'll have it at the next place. I was like, are you sure? He's like, yeah. So like, all right, bottoms up.
Free.
Yeah, and they were, like, mixed shots. They weren't, straight vodka, straight. Like, they were, like... And then the next place, he was like, take my shot. And I was like,
sir, okay.
You're feeding me liquor.
Yeah.
And you're barely drinking. And he's been talking about, like, I told him I wanted to do, like, the thing where you go to the desert. I went dune bashing, where it's like you drive the car and they like kind of deflate the tires a little bit so you can like slide and like you're going, it was fun. I went sand surfing, where you surf, like, it's like kind of like snowboarding, like on the sand. Don't know if I do it again, but like I did it. I saw more camels.
These fucking camels.
Well, in the desert, right? Like it was really fun. But he was like, I told him, he was like, what do you plan on doing when you're here? And I'm like, oh, I told him about the desert thing. He was like, oh, no. Like I have a car with 4-wheel drive. Like I can take you to the desert Sunday. Like let me take you. And like I was like, yeah, like we'll exchange information later. And I just never did.
Good.
And so one of the guys who like works for the like organizers of the pub crawl, we like hit it off like friendly, and when it ended I just stayed with him and like we partied all night. I didn't get back to my hotel till like 8 a.m.
Oh, that's crazy. Good for you.
My first night in Dubai was like a 12-hour. Yeah. And it was fun as hell. Like we went to other bars or rooftops. Like it was really chill. And like we hung out Saturday and whatever. Like he's
that's good.
Like it's like nice to like know someone and like have friends and like because I want to go back for sure. It was great.
Good.
Yeah,
that sounds like fun.
Yeah, it was a good trip, but like more so than anything, I was really happy. Like I don't know, I was just kind of like, oh, like I'm enjoying myself, but like when I had time to like sit and reflect and think, I was like, wow, I am very fortunate that I gave myself this experience. Yeah. More than anything. Yeah, it just felt nice.
That's good.
And I think, sometimes, again, like I never would have done this like in my past relationships. I would have been like, travel with me. And then if they didn't, I'd be like, okay, like I'm not going.
Yeah.
You know? And like that's happened so many times. And I'm like, why? Like you do you.
Simple as that. If you want to call,
I want you there. If you
if you don't, then fine. And sure.
That's the thing. And like I wanted to solo travel because I had I was trying to plan more stuff with friends. Yeah. I'm like, I get it. People have budgets. Not everyone can do certain things. And I'm like, okay, I just won't go anywhere. And I'm like, why?
Yeah, go, man.
Let me go by myself. Yeah, exactly. And like I had an amazing time.
That's good.
And I don't regret it at all. So don't let other people hold you back from taking care of numero uno.
Yeah. I mean, on a less brighter note, holding back. So while you were gone, couple events. We have a mutual friend who separated from their girlfriend.
Okay.
They were dating for about a year. And they decided, well, he decided that.
Oh, this is the one you just told me about before we recorded?
Yes.
Okay. I'm not going to say who you are, but go ahead.
Yes. So,
you know what? Do you? You got to do what you got to do for yourself. Like I just said, you have to take care of numero uno.
That's exactly why I said it. Yeah. So, like, this goes out to anybody. If you feel like you aren't where you want to be in terms of happiness or comfortability or whatever the case is, of course, you know, for example, if me and Joe are dating and this is how I feel, it's not right for me to just be like, okay, bye, I'm gone. You know, people want explanation and stuff like that, so conversations can happen. But if you're truly not happy, then like Joe said, you got to take care of yourself first.
We also had this conversation a few weeks ago. We were like, oh, like put the oxygen mask on yourself before your kids because you have to take care. Like you
exactly.
You can't be good in a relationship if you're not good with yourself.
Yeah. Well, story time. It's story time. Do you know where that's from? It's story time. Yeah. I think it's Out of the Box.
I used to love Out of the Box.
Yeah, I think that's where it's
I used to love the. Right?
Yeah.
Long. Okay.
Farewell. Yeah.
Because you know we would just go off.
on. Okay, so I don't know if you guys can relate, but whatever. This is my story. So I'm dating girlfriend, and
we never gave her a name, did we? It was just girlfriend.
No,
I feel like we tried to.
Yeah, we tried to, but I don't remember.
I don't remember it either.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm like, we give everyone a name.
Yeah. We did. We actually did. And in the sex club episode, we gave her a name.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I don't remember. Mateo, do you know? By the way,
moving on.
I still have not located Mateo. If anyone knows where Mateo is, please contact me at thissquareroom.com. There's a contact, but like, listen, put a what's the thing?
SOS?
A bat signal in the sky. I will find. Just please.
You have people at my work asking me about Mateo. I don't like that.
We want Mateo, like legitimately. Like I said, I'm not trying to set you up.
Sounds like you are.
What? I'm not. I'm really not. But I would like to.
Anyways.
I want to do an interview. Call me, who's a big talk show person?
I don't know. Call you stupid?
As long as you call me. Because you never do.
So, yeah. So, same thing you said. Like, for me, I felt like me and her weren't on the same page. In terms of relationship wise, I feel like we both want the same end goal, but
the middle's a little
exactly. Yeah. So, even this past week, we kind of spoke about it, and I told her when I want to do something or I say something, and she says no, I might ask one more time, and if she says no, I leave it alone. Okay, cool. But whenever it's the opposite way around, whenever she wants to do something or says something that I'm like, nah, like I'm not okay with that, it's why? And even if I give reasons, then it's okay, fine. And then a couple of days later, ask again. And I say no. And then we talk about it again. And then a couple of days later, you're asking again. So finally, I'm just like, okay, yes. And when I say yes, you're all excited. I said no 17 times. How is my yes now looked at as an actual yes? You know what I mean?
Because for me, I would be like, I don't even want you to say yes at this
point. I
because
don't, because you obviously said no so many times that it's no. So that was an issue for me. And it went to the point where I just didn't say no anymore. I just said yeah, like, because I don't care. And that's the problem, is when I don't care. And it can only go downhill from that if you continue that I don't care attitude. Because I'm a person where no matter who I'm with, you're free to do whatever you want. That doesn't mean do what you want, but I will never stop you. Me saying you're free to do what you want is, for example, same thing. If me and you are dating.
When Des says, do what you want, what he's saying, tell me, I'm gonna give a translation, you tell me if I'm right. What it means is, do whatever you want, but know that I'm not okay with certain things, but you already know what I'm not okay with. So if you choose to do it anyways, that tells me all I need to know.
Done did.
But I'm not gonna hold you.
I will never hold you because I shouldn't have to.
Do what you want. But
exactly. But everything has consequence. So if me and you are dating and you want to go somewhere where you know I don't approve of, go for it.
Do what you want.
But when you come back and I'm in a type of mood, don't blame me because you should have knew better. I'm glad you understand, Joe.
I understand you pretty well.
So that I guess that is not so clear cut for everybody. And she did say that, you know, me being me, sometimes I say I'm okay with things and it seems like I'm okay with it. But then later on, she'll find out that I'm not okay with it.
Well, do what you want doesn't mean I'm okay with it. Do what you want is you are your own person. I am not a controlling person, so I'm not going to control your actions.
Amen,
but that doesn't
hallelujah.
mean that your actions sometimes don't affect me or that I'm okay with everything that you do, because it is a reflection of me and our relationship and our standing and trust. And
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So I find that people find themselves in that predicament all the time because people vent to me about things all the time. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, okay, so what are you going to do about it? I don't care. Okay, I understand you don't care, but now what? So I didn't want to be that person to always be like, I don't care, do whatever you want. And then she does something that I don't like, and then I'm in a type of mood. So we had a conversation a couple months ago. She had an issue with something that I did. So instead of talking about it, it turned into a huge argument that it didn't need to be. Because to me, everything is just conversation. And like how you handle things, I like that. You'll see something, even if it gets you like heated, you'd be like, so Des, I saw this. What is that about? Plain and simple.
You know why I'm like that? Because, like, okay, if you do something and I have a problem with it, I could go off the rails. I could cuss you out. I could say all whatever. But like, that means I never respected you in the first place.
Thank you very much.
And like, whether you know, you're my friend, you're someone I'm dating, a family member, if I have respect for you, I'm still going to speak to you
with respect. Even if I'm upset.
I can vocalize that I don't like this, but like, I don't need to get disrespectful with it.
Exactly.
I can be upset. I can be mad. I can be crying. Doesn't mean I need to be like, you motherfucker.
Yeah.
I'll be more rude when I'm like joking with you and like, you know, we're good than I would be in that
if you're
situation.
actually, Yeah. So, you know, I woke up, we were talking. I thought everything was okay, and then, you know, it escalated into an argument. And I'm still very calm because I'm still kind of confused. And the argument turned into her crying and just things that I didn't feel like it needed to be. So then later on, when she told me what the original issue was, I'm like, why wouldn't you just say that immediately? Mm-hmm. Hey, I saw this. What's this about? Done. But instead you hold on to it and make other things, you know, so things like that. That's not the end goal for me. Mm-hmm. And I'm
sure it's not for her. Like,
you know. And I'm not there anymore. So it's hard for me to be there with okay, you know, how many times are you going to get upset and then come back and be like, okay, I shouldn't have got that upset. Mm-hmm. So to me,
you just felt like you were going in circles as far as that was concerned.
Exactly. Yeah. So I told her I think we should take a break, not necessarily like, oh, I'm never going to be with you kind of thing.
Just a little space to just work on.
Because I told her from my last girlfriend up until me and her kind of started talking is a big gap. Mm-hmm. So I had time to figure stuff out. Mm-hmm. Whereas her last boyfriend and me is not a big gap. Mm-hmm. So I was, you know, I even took some responsibility, and I'm like, you know, maybe it was my fault because, you know, when you were at this point, I was there for you, and maybe that tied into what this is now. Mm-hmm. So it kind of like transitioned over instead of you taking that time to really figure some stuff out and how you want to go about certain things and blah, blah, blah. So I do think you need some time for yourself. However, you know, we made plans for the future, which I still want to keep those plans.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, these are some good months before those plans are set in place to kind of, for her to really, I don't want to say figure it out, but, you know, mentally get where she needs to get.
Mm-hmm.
And personally, if you ask me, do I think that's how it's going to turn out? I don't. The reason.
What do you mean?
Like, I don't think it's going to turn out the way I would like it to in terms of her taking that time in all seriousness. Okay. You know what I mean? And the reason why I don't think that is the past week, something else happened. And I said, honestly, like, I don't want to talk. I'm tired of talking. So, you know, leave me alone kind of thing. Give me some. And every day she messaged me and tried to get me to talk, except for one of those days. And I even brought that up. And I'm like, because she was saying that she doesn't know, you know, how to make this better. And I'm like, I'm literally telling you to leave me be. Like, just give me some space, blah, blah. And she's like, oh, like, if we were together, is this how you would handle it? And blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I understand what you're saying, but you're not listening to me.
And what you need right now.
And this is what I'm telling you I need. Mm-hmm. And she's like, oh, so what does that mean? Da, da, da. Like, I don't understand. So I was like, okay, if I need space and you want to go, you know, for example, you know, fuck Tom, Dick, and Harry, that's your choice. If you're like, okay, you know, he needs some space, but at the end of the day, I'm still his girl. I'm still his woman. I'm still this. You would still act accordingly, if that makes sense. You know, I don't want to say, yeah. So she was just like, yeah, but I don't get it. Like, am I not supposed to do this? Am I not supposed to, like, and I'm like, I don't want to tell you what to do. That is the issue that we're having here, is because she likes.
I do understand her want for clarification.
I don't.
No, I do get that.
Okay, please enlighten me, because I don't. I kept telling her, I'm like, I don't understand. Like, I don't.
Because you want this break for self-growth and working on things and just, I guess, like a general reset. Is that a good way to describe it? This break, personally, I feel like isn't necessarily for me. Well, when I say you want, I mean like for the relationship.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So she's like, all right, cool, let's do this. But she doesn't know what the break entails. Because some people are cool, like, when they are having a break, we are
done.
I'm living my life, you're living your life. Yeah. We don't got to talk about what's happening because we're on a break.
Yeah.
And some people, it's like a break, but there's still that relationship aspect. We're just spending, it's a little more distance. Because I feel like a break, like my ankle, it was broken. Like, the bones were severed.
Yeah.
As opposed to a fracture.
Okay.
And it's like there's distance.
Yeah.
But
No.
Right.
This is supposed to be a break.
So then she could fuck Tom, Dick, and Harry.
That's why I said you can do whatever you want.
But the thing is, like, it shouldn't come back to you, though.
That's the only way it would come back to me is through her. So realistically, you can do whatever you want. If that's what you want to do.
How would you feel if she did that?
That's fine by me. But no, by this time when we're supposed to kind of get shit together, if you fucking Tom, Dick, and Harry messed up with your brain and what you know what I mean?
Oh, that's what you mean.
So you're not taking that time to do what you were.
Right, because what you are hoping and what the two of you, to my understanding, the whole purpose of this break is not Des needs space, so let me give it to him and I can do what I want. It's supposed to be like, I have some stuff to work through, so I should probably work through that alone and better myself rather than fuck with Tom, Dick, and Harry. Not that I can't.
Exactly.
But maybe it'd be best if I should or I did it. Is that what you're...
Yes.
Okay.
And like, and I said the issue I find is that I'm always here in terms of when you're sad, when you're happy, when you're angry, I'm always here. So maybe that's why it's hard for you to deal with certain things. Sorry to interrupt, did that inspire you to do a solo trip? Like, you just want to... It did. It actually, like, the past week, us not talking, it just feels like, and I don't want it to sound bad. No, but like, it can feel like that even if you guys were in a great place, and it could feel like that with me, with your children. It could, like, so much sleep. I swear to you.
Yeah, sometimes
is
it's
insane.
a breath of fresh air to.
And like, even like I was walking to the grocery store and like, I was like, wow, it's been a while since I felt like this. But I know it's the feeling
I'm walking
of
on sunshine.
almost.
You're like dancing down the street.
And it's just the feeling of like, it's not that I'm not worried about what she's doing or how she's doing.
Mm-hmm.
It's the fact that I don't want to say obligated.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I haven't asked her how she was doing, and she keeps bringing that up, like, because she'll be like, oh, have a nice day, have a good night, how are you? And I'm just like, fine, I'm okay, thanks.
So then maybe a conversation should be had to further clarify.
We had conversation, and that's what I mean.
But
there's
clearly
only
she
one
still
day.
has questions.
She always has questions. She's a very question person.
Mm-hmm. And that's fine.
And exactly.
I don't think anything is wrong with wanting clarification.
But at the end of the day, if you're like, okay, Des, I know you said you want some space, but what do you mean? Joe, I don't want to talk. Okay, but then.
I think what she means is like a bigger scale. Like, do you mean like, I think some people need to know, like, call me if you need to talk about 1, 2, 3. Aside from these 3 things, maybe let's take a break from talking.
Don't call me.
But you know what I mean? I think some people need it broken down like that. Like, we'll see each other only this often because the break means that we're seeing each other less. And like, we'll only, like, I think it really, sometimes you need to like,
okay, perfect.
Detail what the terms and conditions, like you need to outline the terms and conditions.
Everyone who knows me knows you're not just showing up at my house. I don't care who you are. You're my mom. I don't care. You're not just showing up. Mm-hmm. I will stay inside and let you sit outside. I don't care. And once actually, she told me that she's gonna come by, and she doesn't care if we talk or not. We can sit in silence. Okay, and then got upset when I didn't say anything to her. Okay, I
think she was hoping. You know when you say something, but like you're hoping for something different.
And then the second time, I didn't know she was coming. The door was knocking, and I don't care. So then I go downstairs. I just ordered pizza, and I go downstairs. And she's at the door, and I just opened the door and I just walked away because you didn't tell me you're coming to my house. And if I say something, it's going to be rude and it's going to come across rude. And now this is an argument that I'm not going to want to have because you know I don't like this, but you did it anyways. And you see what I'm saying? So to me, it's like, I understand that you're trying to do something, but that's literally what I'm telling you not to do. Right. So why would you do it?
She means well.
I know she does, but you're not listening. And I even said, she was like, oh, is this any way to treat somebody you're supposed to be with, your girl, blah, 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 blah.
I think the confliction, and I may be wrong, girlfriend, if you're watching this, I'm trying to get through to him for you. I think it's the confliction between like, I understand what he is saying, but like my feelings are hurting right now and I need and want more. So like, it's like she means well, she's trying to like give you that, but like it's maybe she's hurt or confused or whatever the feeling is.
She did say that.
Right? So it's like I want to give you what I want to give you, but like I'm not getting what I need, so I need to, that's what I'm trying to put myself in her shoes.
No, you're completely right, because that's what she said, and my rebuttal was I not the one who was hurt first? You asked me what's wrong, and I said it, and I told you what I need, but yet you can't give me what I need, but I should give. So I'm like, what you're trying to say is, Des, your feelings don't matter because I'm your girl and I'm sad right now and I want my man, so you should be here with me.
You know what? In defense to that, girlfriend, if you're listening, what I will say is, and I think I talked about it a little bit. It was probably the exclusive episode that I shared with all of you guys in my last relationship. A big thing was me bringing up an issue. And like you said, I'm not bringing it up, not being disrespectful. I'm not whatever. I'm just bringing it up like, hey, like this is bothering me. Like, how can we work through this? And either being met with nothing, like a wall, or if I was met with something, it was like I don't know why I'm like this. I feel this way, and then it turned into me comforting that person, which I want to do. Like if the person I care about
feels a type of way,
yeah, like if you come in here and you're distraught, I don't care what's going on. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna give you shit about being late. I'm not gonna give you shit about not calling me. I'm gonna figure out what's going on, right? Because I care about you. So like I wanted to be there for him, but then once he was over that, it was no addressing me.
Mm-hmm.
So it became an issue where like I was constantly like, it felt like my feelings were being pushed aside, even though it was like I was the one who was hurt first. Like I came to you and then you made this problem. You made my feelings about you.
Exactly.
And that doesn't feel good either.
Yeah.
So I get it
Mm-hmm.
because I get like putting myself in her shoes. It's like, you're feeling all these feelings and
For
you want to
sure.
like, and they are very valid, but sometimes you need to realize it's not about me right now. And there will be a time that you need to address your feelings. It cannot only be one-sided, but if the person who I think brings it up first, it's like I got here first.
Whoever tells first. Yeah.
But you know what I mean? It's like you brought it up first in a very serious way. And I think it should be respected.
I thought so too. But like I said, I get it to a certain point. Mm-hmm. Like I told her, like, you know, you've been saying goodnight to me every night because you always do. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. But to her, it's, yeah, but you're not even asking me how my day is because I don't want to talk. Yeah, but how do you think that makes me feel? Like, I hear you. I get it. But how do you think I feel?
It's not a black and white situation. Yeah. I'm sure some people listening are going to disagree with what I said and what... You know, I think people will disagree, but I think whether you agree or disagree, I think as long as you understand, I think that's the point, right? Like girlfriend may disagree with your actions, but are we taking the time to understand that Des is in a place right now and he has needs
exactly,
and he's telling you how those needs can be fulfilled, whether we agree or not, that's not our place.
And she brought up, you know, you don't even like you normally aren't like this. And I'm like, that should tell you that something is wrong.
Yeah.
And if I'm telling you how to deal with it, regardless if you like it or not, the same way where sometimes, you know, like as women, you guys just want your space and you just want to be left alone. And you tell your boyfriend, like, honestly, I can't even talk to you right now. Mm-hmm. The more he tries to talk to you, the more annoyed you're going to get. Like, I said, I can't talk to you. Leave me alone. And I don't want to be rude and I don't want to be mean. So it was a lot confusing. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
relationship problems. What can I say?
Relationship problems. Am I right?
I'll give you that one.
Okay. Because you hesitated.
Yeah. I was like, yeah, that's good.
On that note, would you like to do a listener question?
I would love to do a listener question.
This question, I knew it was coming. I got a DM. Mm-hmm. It is from, I can't say. It said no.
Okay.
Oh, such a name, my bad. Okay, so the question is, or he says, hey guys, I was debating about sending this in because I don't know if someone in this story watches your podcast, but still, fuck it, why not? Plus, I know Des likes to hear stories about relationships. He DM'd me and was like, oh, do you think Des would want to hear about my breakup story? I was like,
yeah. Like, what? Come on.
So there will be two main people in the story. Yours truly. You want to give him a name for the sake of the podcast?
Simon.
Sure. That's such a random name, but okay. I like Simon. Simon says.
I looked at the pen. It said square. I saw the S. Simon.
All right. So your name is Simon for the time being. So yours truly, and the girl's name will be Zuri. He didn't give you the chance to name her.
Gotcha.
Me and Zuri met in 10th grade, which was in like 2018. Around that time, we were in the same grade. I had just gotten out of my first kind of serious relationship. Zuri was there for me after a lot of things happened, such as losing a lot of my friends due to, trigger warning, unaliving. In 2019, we started dating and everything was fine. I don't know why I read it like that. And everything was fine. We saw each other every day. When we got home from school, we called and texted until midnight, 1 a.m. Going into 11th grade, we had some issues with some people. Des, you're about to start liking the story. We will call this guy Josh. Josh had, you're taking notes. Josh had consistently flirted and hit on Zuri while we were dating until early 12th grade. Mind you, we started dating in 11th grade, so now it lasted for about a year.
About a year, yeah.
This guy went out of his way to get her gifts.
Buddy. Anyways, go ahead. Sorry.
To get her gifts, make advances on her, try to get hugs and everything. While I was there.
Yeah, you're not going to disrespect me like that.
He tried to one-up me many times. it felt like it was pretty stupid because this guy is just hormonal and in high school, so I didn't pay much mind to it. Good. He tried to split us up many times and caused a lot of issues between me and other people who were mutual friends of Zuri and I. And this caused a lot of issues to the point that it got reached out to Zuri's family. Serious family, I think her family is a mega Christian, God, everything type of family. So when they found out that she was dating somebody with a pagan background, they moved. They were out of there. Nope. After they moved, didn't them moving because of him.
You should have punched this guy in the mouth.
After they moved, we didn't talk. Oh, sorry. My dog is itching himself. After they moved, we didn't talk for about a week, but we soon got back in contact and our spark came back. Everything was fine for another few months, and then I realized her mental state was starting to go down. Her parents did not re-enroll her in school and didn't homeschool her either, which caused her to be alone, stuck in a room in a house in the middle of nowhere for the next 2 years, give or take.
Oh, my God.
Time jump. That's crazy for the parents.
She was
the parents were like,
11.
pagan,
she was almost done.
Leave our kid to like, yeah. Right.
Oh, my God.
No, it was the beginning of grade 12. She was legit almost done.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, no, that's crazy. Mental state. Next, okay, for the middle, stuck in a house in a room in the middle of nowhere for the next 2 years, give or take. Time jump, a year of me having to deal with her mental state, constantly going from happy to sad. I finally moved out of my parents' place and moved into my own apartment. Nice. I hadn't told her I'd done that yet because I wanted it to be some kind of a surprise. Well, that surprise was spoiled after her brother texted me that I needed to go to get her out of that household because their dad was starting to get a bit creepish, if you catch my drift.
Oh, my God. Oh, thank God you're telling me this story. Go ahead.
So if you're working it out, I went and I got her. It took 2 whole days because remember she moved away, so it was probably a bit of a drive or whatever. But we made it home, and for the first month, everything was great, ranging from the small, intimate moments to the sex we had. Yes, Des, it was kind of freaky. I love how they know you're the freak. Listen, I'm happy that you're having good sex too. Like, let's do it. Let's do it. After about 2 months, I asked her if she wanted to try to get her GED to help her figure out what she wanted to do. Long story short, she didn't want to.
Of course not.
She didn't want to get a job or finish getting her GED or anything. In fact, one of my friends, coworkers, who was single at the time and was on dating apps, came across her account multiple times. I confronted her about it, and she said that they were old accounts, but I told her that they wouldn't have been old accounts because the location had updated. You with me now? Why is your location saying you here? Caught red-handed. We got into a fight and things got shaky. I should have kicked her out and cut her off at that point because that was a major red flag. Yes, I know. But one of my biggest flaws is that I'm a little too nice to quite a few people. It's okay. We've all been there. You got to learn, right? I don't think you learn unless you go through it, and it sucks. But like, yeah. Sorry. Every time I ad-lib, I lose my place. Got into fight. Did I say that? Yeah. Biggest flaws. Okay. I didn't kick her out, and I had to leave for a work trip, and one of my neighbors contacted me towards the end of my work trip saying that he'd seen a car that wasn't mine pull up to my place multiple times but couldn't really see who was going in or out. So I did something kind of toxic, and I didn't tell her. I'm living for this already.
Put a camera.
No, he came home early. I know it. I know it for a fact. So I did something kind of toxic, and I didn't tell her when I was going to be back. And I made up an excuse that would keep me there longer. You get the point. I get the point. When I got back, I walked in my front door and found another man in my bed. Ooh, she had her own bed. Oh, they had 2 rooms.
Oh, that's nice of him, though.
But I don't know why they were in mine.
Because she doesn't want to go in hers.
That's extra disrespectful. Like, you gonna cheat, bitch. Cheat in your own bed.
All of the above.
Oh, my. No.
We're already there. We're in your house.
Sorry, I don't mean to call her a bitch. I shouldn't do that.
I'm pretty sure he's okay with it.
But, like, bitch.
I think he's okay with it. I'm pretty sure he should be okay with it.
Oh, okay. When I got back, I walked to my front door. I found another man in my bed. And she had her own bed, so I don't know why they were in mine. But I did get mad and kicked her out. Good. Can you guys guess who the guy was?
No.
That's right. It was Josh.
No.
He started to get smart with me and tried to tell me that I couldn't kick her out because she had lived there for 6 months and that I needed to give her an eviction notice and all this other BS. Regardless, I kicked her out because she didn't pay rent.
Yeah.
So she went to live with him.
Go for it.
It's now 2021, and I'm going to study with a job. She's not in my life at the moment, which was a blessing, but I made a mistake. I got off work one day, and I was about to hop on my Xbox and play some games with the boys. It was a Saturday, so I had a few beers, and I was just trying to relax. I get a text from her, but it's like on a burner account. She's apologizing, saying that she made a mistake and that she needs my help, and that this is, and this, that, and the third. Me still having some kind of love for her.
Sorry. This like reminds me of like I'm picturing Forrest Gump. You know how the girl always got into? Did you watch Forrest Gump?
Mm-hmm.
How she always got into some shit, and
he was always there.
Oh, go ahead.
Meanwhile, she's like, she's apologizing and saying that she made a mistake and that she needs my help. This, that, and the third. Me still having some kind of love for her. Thought that there would be another chance. There wasn't. Now. Not to go into too much detail, I moved 1,500 miles away to get her.
I'm sorry. So, no, go ahead.
She stayed with me for about 3 months and then ran away, claiming that her mental health state was bad.
Yeah.
I told her many times before that, before she ran, that if her mental state was ever getting bad, she could talk to me, that I would help get her to therapy, try to do anything I could to help her, which is a lot. Because you ain't working, boo-boo, and I'm paying for your therapy.
Yeah, right now you guys are in your early 20s.
Yeah. But she ran. Another month went by with little to no contact, and her brother messaged me. Well, I thought it was her brother. I learned later on that it was not. He told me that she lives in a mental hospital and was going to need a place to stay after she got out. I said, sure, why not? And he told me to go pick her up from this specific spot. I questioned him as to why not the front pad of the hospital itself. But I got workaround answers and then nothing that actually directed to my question. When she got back, she seemed a little off. I was asking her if she was okay multiple times a day for multiple weeks up until a few months before 2022. She said that everything was fine and that she just had to take some time to adjust. That time was taking a while. Into January of 2022, I found out that she was still in contact with Josh. And get this is a plot twist. Earlier, whenever I said that I thought that it was her brother, it was not. It was
Josh. Knew it.
She went back to him and he got kicked out of his parents' house and she needed a place to stay. She fell asleep one day drinking the rest of my fucking Jameson, all caps. I love that. The email is so calm. He's like, my fucking Jameson. I don't blame you. And her phone was ringing and buzzing with messages nonstop for about 2 hours. So, of course...
I'm reading them. Fuck out of here.
So, of course, me now... Des is loving this.
Fuck yeah.
So, of course, me now having trust issues with this chick, I checked it and it was him, except his name wasn't Josh. It was more along the lines of daddy and shit.
Yo, I will fling your phone.
So, watch you go to sleep. I packed all her stuff, put it in a container, and I set it by my front door. And when she woke up the next morning, I wasn't there. I went to work, but I left her a note saying to get the hell out of my house. Do not contact me ever again. And she hadn't contacted me and got out. Now the sweet part of the story is right here. I'm a little fucked up for it, but it still felt good.
Nah.
Whatever it is, we support you. I'm a little fucked up for it, but it still felt good. She texted me on one of her main Facebook accounts. In fact, she has all these sketchy accounts. She's a sketch bag. And begged me to come help her. And I told her I was busy and I gave her my phone number. I was not about to help her, but I just wanted to know what was going on.
Yeah. I'm here for it.
And my coworker at the time knew everything that had happened and he was beside me and he wanted to know the tea.
Of course.
That's like me and Des. We're like, oh, tell us. Hold on. I lost my spot again. The tea. So she called me crying, asking me to come help her and get her out. I asked her why, and she said that Josh was, trigger warning for anybody. Yep. Josh was abusive sexually and mentally manipulative and was R-wording her and S-A-ing her and abusing her every day. I laughed and I told her no. After all the bullshit she put me through, she could stay there and deal with the consequences of her own actions. Am I messed up? Yes. Nah. But after what she did, I have no care for her anymore, nor do I have any respect. On a brighter note, has anybody found Mateo yet?
I hate
Simon says, where the hell is Mateo? Mateo, please reach out to me. Yo, Des Des was loving the email. You think I did not make it up?
No, I know you didn't make it up. That's what makes it worse.
I wish I did, because I like slipped that in. But like
when he said on a brighter note, I was like, oh, like he's gonna say like
I'm in a happy relationship.
I'm dating her sister, like some shit.
No, he said the right thing. Perfect. Thank you so much for this email. Bravo. Here's the thing. At this point, you weren't wrong for like denying her.
Yeah.
Yes, you feel bad, but like you've been through this.
Yeah.
And what did we say? Sometimes you gotta take care of numero uno.
Yeah.
Like that's been like the theme of this episode, and it's so true. Whether it's doing something for yourself, breakups, like and breakups are doing something for yourself.
Yeah.
And it doesn't mean that it's easy. I mean, I know you felt a little petty. You felt a little petty at the time, and that's fine too. But
personally, I believe she was seeing Josh from high school.
Probably.
Like sleeping with Josh.
Yeah.
And I think her moving might not have had anything to do with him. It might have had to do with Josh, and not anything to do with him, but where their daughter was going, they didn't like it, so they moved. And then, unfortunately,
no daughter of mine will be a whore.
Unfortunately, Dad felt a different type of way. The fact that she wasn't in school was red flag number one.
Yeah.
And then, by the time you got her the first time.
And the brother, but it's really Josh. Like, it's just sketchiness all around.
Yeah.
So she was really in contact deep with Josh to be like, Josh, can you message Simon?
No, I think it was Josh's idea.
That's so low down.
If I'm doing the math, right? So 17, 18, she's gone. 19-ish, she comes back, because remember, she was out of school, didn't graduate. He moved on his own 19, 20.
Yeah.
Josh probably knew that he's on his own and was like, okay, why don't you talk to him?
Because being with him meant that she was closer to Josh.
Exactly. And Josh is not in a place where she can come to his house
Josh
and
lived
stay.
with the parents.
Exactly. So talk to him and
Josh
see if you
is a dirty,
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
There's no
shout out to the neighbor though. Shout out to the neighbor.
The neighbor.
Shout out to the neighbor. Yeah, neighbor's a real one.
Neighbor is a real one. Neighbor's like, this bitch is trouble. Like.
Yeah. The GED part. Honestly, unfortunately, she was past your help by the time you got her.
Yeah. Because
at that point, she didn't want to do anything for herself, and she kind of just gave up on, let's say, life itself, Not
just that. I think in life, when we care for people, we try to fix them.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that you learned that it's not your job and you can only do so much.
Exactly.
I'm glad you're taking care of yourself. I'm glad that you can laugh at it now, because I'm sure that was very like,
I'm laughing at it.
That's a
traumatic.
lot.
That is a
like,
lot.
While you're going through it, that's a lot.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Good for you. I almost said your name. Good for you, Simon. Like, I think you are in a place where you're like realizing what you got to do for yourself. Yeah. You're putting the oxygen mask on yourself.
That's good. Yeah. You're still young enough to understand and grow from that.
Yeah. I feel like any relationship you have next will automatically be better.
Automatically. Because you see this and you're like, nah.
You know the red flags. Again. All you need to do is remember the red flags. Yeah. Sometimes we see them and we're like,
nah, what? This is different. What? What flag? I think capture the flag.
Yeah, you're trying to capture the red flag. We don't want to do that. As long as you remember it and like bring yourself back to that place and be like, we've been here before. And I think sometimes people get wrapped up and like, this person's so great and I love them and the pussy's good, and it's like.
And I was upset from the high school thing, because if this guy's making advances on my girl should shut that shit down.
No, she was loving it.
She was loving it. Mm-hmm. She was
living la vida loca.
My God. He wants me? No, he's just a nice guy. You better shut your shit.
I think when it's one thing if like someone pursues you and you like if I have a boyfriend and a guy pursues me, I'm like, oh, I have a boyfriend.
Yeah.
Like, you don't know.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do about what the guy is doing.
Yeah. But I'm saying like, no, well, that's true. But I'm saying like once he knows that you're in a relationship and they're actively, and we talked about it, it's different than if you check in like, oh, sorry, like you still in a relationship. That's different because like you want to.
You want to respect it.
Like,
yeah.
Can I jump in? Like, with what is
jump
it?
rope?
Yeah.
Double
You're like, can I? We're so stupid. But yeah. Right? So it's like that it's annoying for the other partner, but you're like, they're not crossing any boundaries. They're just asking. They're trying to get their turn. Mm-hmm. But if they're actively hugging and flirting and doing all that, like gifts, No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, we're not doing that. I'm
We're
not
doing
competing
that.
with nobody.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. But yeah, I mean, he didn't really ask us anything. I'm glad. Thank you for sharing.
That was a great story.
I know our viewers are going to love it.
I actually kind of wish that you were telling us along the way, because I know it was probably juicier along the way. This is the memory sum up.
But at least we got like the full.
Yeah.
Like we got the conclusion.
Yeah, because if you know.
Because sometimes you get cliffhangers and then like this is happening over months. Like you'd be like, what's happening?
Yeah. Of course I would.
Driving you crazy.
Come on now.
So he was able to wrap up the story for you. Be thankful.
No. I want details.
You want the juicy deeds.
But that's crazy in your bed. I thought he was going to say I found another man in her. I was like, oh!
I mean,
didn't say it, her pussy.
And on that note, I know we usually do the question of the day, but I didn't actually grab one this time. So
nice.
Yeah, all that's down here is my spit up mushrooms.
I looked down and I was like,
no, it's in the.
I see the.
This is the package.
Yeah,
this is the
that's
part
what
I didn't
made me.
eat. Yum yum yum. You want it? Where'd you put yours?
Far away.
You almost threw it out the window. If you could, you would have. But yeah, so we're not going to do a question of the day, but I think we had a lot of like deep. Yeah. Usually the questions of the day are like a little more deep, so it's like nice that like this episode was all about like taking care of yourself and self-growth and whatnot. And then, us genuinely apologizing to you. I hope that we made it up to you. Give us more suggestions. Maybe like not spicy suggestions. Maybe
not like expired mushrooms.
Well, expired part was on you. Like, remember, we're taking responsibility. Come on.
Yeah, I'm just saying, just not that.
Imagine they specifically like, I want expired
exactly
mushrooms.
that.
Yeah. So in the next couple of weeks, we'll be rolling out the wheel. Let us know. Is this something you want us to do every week? Is it kind of like you know how we have like the question of the day? It's like a every week thing. Like, should this be like a segment, the wheel, or is this like a every now and then the way we do like the
once a month or
like the guilty or not guilty is not all the time.
Yeah.
Like what do you guys want? We got it. We're gonna do it. But how do you want it? Tell us how you want it, baby.
How do you want it?
I gotta go.
She tried.
I'm like, tell me how you want it. Sugar, brown sugar.
Brown sugar.
Yes, I have been Jonel.
And I think I'm Deswayne sometimes.
You can find me at Jonel Wilson on Instagram.
You can find me at DesiD18. I wasn't going to say it.
Why? You always want to say it.
I know, but because I don't really, like, I don't.
True, yeah, you're not seeing anything.
Yeah.
But you can see my travel stories. I actually have, like, I never have anything either, but now I do. So I'm like, yeah, go. All right. Thank you so much for listening, and we will see you next Tuesday.